Hello and welcome back to Queerful Considerations. I'm JT. It is round 2. Won the die roll. I'll play first. I'm actually not strictly certain that this is a play first kind of deck. The more I think about it, this is really probably a draw first kind of deck. But let's hope that we're going to get the opportunity to draw first in game 2. Here again, I'm not sure that Tread Upon is the right thing for this deck either. Now that I'm thinking about it, but we got 2 morphs. I've got a turn 1 play. It's greedy, but I'm going to keep the 2-lander. Land Screw is going to be a bad way to go here if that's where we end up. But, hey, I'm optimistic. We got a lot of 2-drops in this deck, and we got 15 more lands, so, we got opportunities. Yeah, well, there's one of our 3-drops, one of our rare non-morph 3-drops, and we are apparently off to the 3-drop races. I can just go ahead and get 2 extra damage in. Boom. Yeah, maybe not. That is not a lightning strike. And even so, that would not be the right use of lightning strike. Alright. Casting 2-2. I think I'd trade my Tread Upon for a 2-2. God, especially if I have nothing, just strictly nothing else to do this turn. Ugh. I don't think I can do it. I'm going to take 1,000,000 damage from this thing. Alright. Ah. Seems great. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh. Well, the Rocket Goat will be good for me to kill later. Okay, I'll trade. Should have made that trade last time. The ever popular defensive trample. Hey! I gotta say, this Kieran is a lot better than the Alabaster Kieran. Although the Alabaster Kieran was not bad. And this Kieran is tearing me a new one. Yeah. If I could get a forest here, I'd be pretty happy. Instantly cast this Bowmaster's face down. As it stands, I don't even have enough for a 4-mana removal spell. My kingdom for some mana here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and swing. Maybe I'll do that and swing. Because I'll certainly trade this for that. And I'll take another 4 points of damage. Man, I just need to get some... hey, getting him 5 points of damage is nothing to laugh at. But I just need land. I think I should have learned my lesson, perhaps, last turn. Ah. Well, that shortens my clock. The hell? Okay. That guy's good. I think I'm just dead here. Is that correct? No, I go to 1. I go to 1. Now I am just dead. Well, let's see. I made it to turn 7, so I drew 6 cards. One of them was a land. Okay, that's magic. Looks like a lot of flyers here, so I think I'm going to make that trade again where I take out the combat trick he's already seen and bring in the removal spell that's going to be quite good. I also saw several things that Vial of Dragonfire actually does hit there. A lot of stuff, in fact. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in as my 41st card. Yes, probably a terrible idea. Sure, I'll play first. But hey, look at all these lands that won't cast my spells. How could I go wrong? Look at all these spells that I can't cast on my lands. Oh, God. Alright, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Mulligan of 5 on the play is not the right way to start. Well, right on time. It's okay. That card is actually surprisingly good. With all of the pumping spells that that white has, this thing can do some work. I don't think you're going to want to trade off your flyer for my guy. So I'll just take the damage while I can. Six cards in hand. I'm down to 2. Okay. We're approximately 10 years from casting this thing, or from morphing it up. Actually, from either of those things. Whoa! Hey, now we're getting somewhere. So, do I attack with these two guys? Or do I stick around with this? I think I'm going to hold for a turn here. Honestly, I don't want to take away my ferocious enabling. And I'm getting close to being able to morph that guy up. Good things are happening here. I'm not exactly going to pressure, so I'll take my 1 a turn. I'll formlessly nurture something too. Deathwind. It's great art. That is great art. Well, a 3/3 definitely gets me into formidable territory. So I can start attacking with my Glade Watcher if I hadn't tapped wrong. But hey, next turn. This thing should be flipping up any moment now. Very well might be a Marsh Hulk. In which case it can't flip up until next turn. I'm going to go ahead and pay that cost. And I'm keeping him back just because I want to have something to do about that Marsh Hulk if it does flip up. So he's buffing one of these two guys. Interestingly enough, he's buffing the one he wants to have die. Okay. A fine removal spell, I might say. Also kind of cool art. A few more lands. A few more lands. I wonder what he's doing with 4 spells in hand. They can't all be splash. Yep. I'm just going for it. When I flip this up, interestingly enough, he gets a counter too. I've never actually seen that happen in a game, so I'm really looking forward to it. This whole series of uncommon dragons, I've never seen them punch you. Oh, no! Alright. 2 mana to kill my 6 mana investment. That's efficient removal. Fortunately, my occasional Krakens with my defender have done the trick. There is nothing still in the graveyard here. Gosh. Target player sacrifices a creature. Well, it's a good thing I didn't cast that when I have my other thing out. Okay. Who do I want to sacrifice? My dragon or my giant? Or my Death Touch blocker? Alright, I'll sacrifice that guy. You know, if I get another land here, I still don't feel terrible about my position. Okay, now I don't feel great about my position. Let's see here. Taking 10, huh? Yeah, was a Marsh Hawk. Okay, so we called that. We were playing it properly. But at this point, I cannot actually block enough stuff because he's getting that thing back. Well, guys, took me down. Lost in round 2 there. Didn't have enough to get there, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I will be uploading this. I upload all my drafts because even in my mistakes, hopefully I'm a little entertaining, or hopefully you saw something you liked, or hopefully you learned something alongside me. I think what I learned this time is don't get attached to your rare there. I think green was definitely the open color, and while I did pick up a lot of removal and had a fine little deck, I just didn't have enough raw power, I think, in it. I think there was a really good green-blue deck out there to be drafted. Yeah, the Dances, the Skywise were coming around late, and the Lotus Path Gens. Just Pack 3 was really strong in the blue. I could have maybe even splashed. You know, you don't really splash for Sidisi, but how often did that come into play? I could have splashed for most of this removal, though. It's all single black. So, yeah, you know, I have to go back and watch that again, see what I did. But in the meantime, this has been Queerful Considerations. I've been your host, JT, and I will see you in the next 8-4.